Am I hallucinating? Y'ffre's bones, am I glad to see another traveler on this road. Personally, I can't wait to get out of here. Something really strange is going on here. You're going to think I'm crazy, but there's a cave not far from here. My apprentice and I camped there to get out of the weather, and when we woke up, a whole village had appeared out of nowhere, full of elves and homes and everything. Do what you want. One of them asked what year it is. I didn't wait to find out if it was a Daedric trick or if I was just crazy. None of them followed me outside, thankfully. Valenwood just keeps getting stranger and stranger. I might have to change my route entirely. Of course. And it's not one of the Fallen Esti sites, so it's not the Walking City if that's what you're thinking. Their voices sounded Bosmer, but it could be a trick to draw us in. Good luck in there.
What did ye get?
Time has changed our coin's worth. I couldn't buy much with our savings.
And here I'd taken to dreaming of a juicy Valenwood steak.
Do not fret, my friend. I liberated some supplies they won't miss.
Ha! You're an artist, my friend. A genuine artist.
Best get back to Shrouded Vale before it's too late.
Lovely day, isn't it? Ate a bit too much at dinner, though. Haven't had any of Greenshade's snails in a long, long time. Go on in. There's probably some left over. We always share what we have.
Ah, good to see a fresh face. We villagers can get tired of just looking at each other after 100 years. It came from a place without hunger or suffering. A place where we live peacefully and without fear. It's as unlike Valenwood as possible. But to be honest, I'm not sure where it is. We pack it up in a knapsack and carry it off, of course. No, I don't think about it. We come back to Valenwood now and then, but are away for great stretches of time. It's just how things are. I was only a child then, so I kept to the village. It can't have changed much in the last 100 years, can it? Now our scouts say there are orcs beyond the cave, so I'm less inclined to venture forth. Well, my family hosted travelers from a place called Gilvardell once. I'd like to see it with my own eyes.
An outsider. Wait. Ah, you're not one of those wood orcs, thank you, Frey. Welcome to our humble home. You met someone outside, did you? Some people get so frightened they won't talk to us. Yes, there is a village in this cavern. If you would like to hear our story, I'd be happy to share it with you. Promise you won't run away. Our village has a pact with the Wilder King himself. The village goes away, then returns every 100 years or so. Most of the time our arrival causes no problem. This time, however, it's different. My husband Aeronor can tell you more. Essentially, we travel to and from this place, thanks to the Wilder King. A caretaker protects things in the village's absence. In fact, we'll choose a new caretaker very shortly. Wood orcs set up camp outside this cave's southern entrance. They've never been here before, and so we've kept quiet, hoping they'd go away. It's been a week, and they are firmly established. My husband Aeronor isn't as worried as I am, though. Nearly everyone from the village attends the ritual to choose the next caretaker. No one knows who it'll be until the prior caretaker picks a name. It's held at the Fading Tree, through the central hall of this cave. You should see it! It's very exciting. It's a part of the oath. Ask my husband. He knows much more about it than I do. I prefer to scout and hunt, not tend plants. He'll be at the choosing ceremony. If you hurry, you can talk with him before it starts.
There's a bad wind in Vale. I don't like it. Not one bit.
I'm tired of the Forest Realm. I want to see how the world has changed
And you're
in our
prepared to
absence.
abandon family, Father? Friends? The
I've
Wilder
given
King?
enough time to each, I think. I want to see the world before I die. An outsider? Don't tell me anything about the world. I want to see it for myself.
My father is getting crazy in his old age. What's so exciting about the mundane world?
So much soil to till for the planting. So little time.
Good thing we came back. I'm almost out of Rotmeth. Nothing like a good dose of local fauna to bring out the best in it, I always say.
Not many of us work with stone. These foundations always need a bit of adjustment when we return. Of course. Where else would we live? Has something changed in Valenwood since we were last by? Surely they haven't done away with the houses entirely in the last 100 years. Right. Things aren't so different, are they? Only difference is we come and go. Others stay in one place. Do you see the flagstones about? My great-great-grandfather helped place them when he was a lad, and our family's maintained them ever since. It goes where it always does, and then we return. According to legend, Shrouded Hollow has always gone visiting this way. They named Shrouded Vale after our village. Maybe no one tells those old stories anymore. We shan't forget. Ever. Yes, goes back farther than my great-great, of course, but he's the first of our line to pick up a chisel and hammer. Come to think of it, I've never considered how old the actual village is. Goes back a long, long way, though.
The mundane world is so strange. The light is different.
There are rumors about the fading tree. Bad rumors.
Good day to be alive, innit? Everything's just as I remember it. Always gratifying, that is. I was born into it, of course. I've never known any other life. We get to travel, sure. But otherwise, we're the same as any other Bosmer. We laugh, we grieve, and eventually, we die. Why should I? My home and family belong to this village. It's nothing I need from any other place. Sometimes people do go out and wander Valenwood, and they've even brought others to live with us. I've no desire to go anywhere.
Hello there.
Ah, another visitor. You've arrived at an auspicious time for our village. I am Erenor of Shrouded Hollow. You've met Lana, Iriel. She speaks too freely sometimes, but I will tell you what I can. Our village, as you may be aware, is not here normally. A long time ago, our tree thanes and ancestors swore a sacred oath, to which we are still bound. It's not my place to reveal the nature of the oath. For that, you must speak to our current caretaker, Henadras. If you wait, you might also speak to the new caretaker, when one is chosen. Indeed, it's an honour to be selected. Once the preparations are complete, the old caretaker passes his duties to the new one.
Who are you? How do you know about the fading tree? I'm not without sight. I saw you talk to him. He's right in front of me. How do you know about us? Well, no point to that now, is there? You've entered our innermost sanctum and without challenge. It's clear to me the Wilder King blesses your presence. That means I am bound by our oath to speak with you, no matter how it galls me. We swore to protect the fading tree for the Wilder King and to abide by his rules. In return, he protects our village. Every 100 years or so, the village returns to choose a new caretaker, to guard the Fading Tree on his behalf. The Wilder King created the Fading Tree, and he bent everything in Valenwood from Bramblebreach to Greenheart to his will. From the first, he became our patron and protector. Some consider him a god, like one of the divines. The village goes where the Wilder King sends it, and allows it to return when the caretaker needs to be replaced. I'm a very old man now. The village returned as it always does. Ever since the last time the village was here, so a bit over 100 years. Fading Tree and I care for each other, and the Wilder King provides my sustenance. I don't understand why the Wilder King let you in, though. I suppose your curiosity excuses your ignorance. The Wilder King does not control this place. He allows us to take care of the Fading Tree in return for his protection. We don't question our oath. We fulfill it. The Fading Tree chooses. It guides us towards the next caretaker. Not everyone has the courage, intelligence and fortitude to undertake this position. Everyone from the village knows how hard it can be, and yet nearly everyone wants to do this. Lonesome? Nah, it's nice to get away from everyone else. It's quiet, peaceful. And the Wilder King comes round now and then. Some might think of them as dreams, but I know he's been to see me. A caretaker's life is anything but dull. It shall begin shortly, if I can take a moment to prepare for it. We come together once more to choose the next caretaker. The Wilder King entrusted the Fading Tree to us, and this is part of our oath. My time as caretaker nears its end, and the Fading Tree will choose my successor.
What's happening?
The Fading Tree chooses Erenor. Erenor, you will be our next caretaker.
Me? The tree picked me. I'm honoured. I'll do my best.
Come, Erenor. We have much to discuss.
Hello? Orcs are attacking the village! Erenor, Cantadir, Oriadis, we're under attack. We're under attack. The orcs have attacked. We were caught by surprise, but those still inside are fighting back. You need to distract them. Kill their leader and burn their tents. We'll rescue the villagers. The orcs are camped off the cave's southern entrance. The Wilder King must have sent you to save us. He always protects us. Always. There isn't time to indulge in idle fantasies and what-ifs. Please, help the villagers below. I need a moment to gather what wits I have left.
It's good to breathe mundane air again, but we have a lot to do to prepare. No time for dallying.
I can't leave the tree. Erenor and I must stay here as its last defense. Go help the villagers below.
Not a moment too soon.
I can hardly believe it. I'm free!
Divines protect us from wood orcs.
What is to become of me?
We've never had such a thing happen. Coming back to battle against orcs. I'm not the only one eager to leave right away.
There you are.
Just Theodred and me now. Bosmer don't shy from a fight, but a battle in our own village? It's never happened before. There's no reason for me to return ever again. This is nothing but a place of mourning to me now. I was born into it, of course. I've never known any other life. Well, we get to travel, sure, but otherwise we're the same as any other Bosmer. We laugh, we grieve, and eventually, we die.
I'm shaking all over inside. To be attacked in one's own home. Valenwood is not as safe as it once was, I fear. The slaughter. They killed so many people. Why? At least my father still lives. But he placed such value on family. And now I'm all he has left. No one ever attacked us before. I don't understand what's changed. It's not us. Please, let me be for now. I need time to recover.
Praise the Wilder King, you're alive! I knew he would save us. We would have suffered much more if you hadn't been here to help. They killed quite a few of us, but we gave almost as good as we got. Have you seen Erenor? He didn't return from the Fading Tree when the others did. What? No. No, not now. Not when I need him more than ever. When we go, we leave a caretaker behind to watch over the Fading Tree. The caretaker and the tree are our link between this place and where the Wilder King sends us. I didn't expect Erenor to be chosen, and he can't stay. He can't. It's just... What I mean is, I can't bear to lose him. We won't be able to bear it. He's so excited and it's such a great honor, but he doesn't know what it will cost our family. I'm pregnant. I only found out recently. Erenor doesn't know. I'm not sure I want him to, but if he knew, he could leave with us. Please, please, convince him to return to the Wilder King's realm with us. I'm sure the Wilder King will understand. A family must remain together to raise a child. If Erenor stays behind, our child will be grown before he sees her. We'll be too old when the village returns next time to have another. It's our last chance. You don't know what this means to me. I'm afraid if I tell him, he might think I've made up a story to keep him with me. No, that's not it. I'm afraid he'll choose his duty over his wife.
Fate mocks me. All hope seems lost. Hope is a foolish fancy. Whatever shall I do?
I'm sorry this puts you in an awkward spot. Truly, Y'ffre in the Wilder King brought you to us in our hour of need. Have you seen my father, Nedigar? He's been missing ever since the orcs attacked.
These are dark times. Dark times indeed.
Come forward, Erenor, caretaker to be.
I, Erenor, in accordance with the Oath of Protection, stand ready.
On behalf of the Wilder King, will you care for the Fading Tree?
I am honored to serve the Wilder King and our people.
The Fading Tree is yours to protect. May the years pass quickly.
This is incredible. I feel the life of the Fading Tree flow within me. Have you seen my wife? Where's Loniriel? Why hasn't she come to congratulate me? Has she? I love Loniriel. But we swore an oath to leave a caretaker to protect the fading tree. That is the price the whole village must pay so that we can live in the paradise the Wilder King creates for us. Do you think I haven't thought of this? But I would be failing my oath to the Wilder King and the entire village if I didn't stay behind. What? I didn't know. Why didn't she tell me? What kind of caretaker would I be if I didn't care for my own child? And yet, I have a responsibility to the entire village now. This problem comes at a terrible time. I must decide quickly. Not that. It's the tree. Now that I can feel its essence, I realise it's weaker than it used to be and needs special care. The village must return to the other realm immediately so the caretaker... so I can tend it without distraction. Only the old caretaker knew. The village is set to leave soon. If anything happens to the tree, its link between Tamriel and our village is severed. They can never return unless I stay behind. I would. Naturally I want to, but everyone else is ready to leave. As soon as the orcs cleared out, they prepared. There's no one left to leave as the caretaker. No, it's not. No matter which I choose, I'll always wonder what would have happened had I taken the other path. I know which way is easy and which is hard. What will you choose? I will do as you would since the Wilder King sent you to us. Perhaps this child shows the Wilder King is pleased by our service and won't let anything happen to the fading tree. He wouldn't let anything happen to it. My family needs me. When the village returns to the Wilder King's paradise, I'll go with it.
Eleanor, seeing you gladdens my heart.
Had I known sooner about you, about us.
I thought we would have more time.
Prepare for our journey, beloved.
We shall.
I will join you soon.
I leave joyfully, knowing you'll be with us.
Fate brought you to us at this turning point. I'm glad to heed your advice. We must cling to life wherever we find it. You reminded me of that, and I thank you. The Wilder King could create a new tree in its place. Or perhaps now we're meant to stay in paradise. If the fading tree survives, we'll return again, and I'll know my decision was correct. If we never return, at least I'll be with my family to the end.